Hey everyone, plus size disguised toast here. You know, Minecraft is a game that honestly needs no introduction. It is obviously one of the biggest games of all time, and I'm sure many of you are familiar with Minecraft, so I'm just gonna get straight into it. With every game, there's always a community which has certain bad apples. But Minecraft? They got the whole orchard, home slice. And it ranges in variety from little kids complaining on Reddit about some texture change to Now with all that being said, I'm going to be going over this Minecraft Controversies Iceberg. So strap into your gamer seats and chant your pickaxes because we're going to break this down block by block. So we're gonna first talk about the main man himself, Markus Persson, also known as Notch. He is a Swedish video game programmer and designer who is best known, of course, for creating Minecraft. He founded Mojang, or Mojang, however you want to pronounce it, to continue development on Minecraft. He soon later passed his position as lead developer to Jeb, and also sold Mojang to Microsoft for $2.5 billion. Now, of course, Notch has received some criticism for his political statements he made on Twitter. He called feminism a social disease and claimed that most feminists are overtly sexist against men. He also called video game developer Zoe Quinn a C-word, advocated for a heterosexual pride day, to which he also called the opponents to the idea and also said that they deserve to be shot, and finally tweeted, "It's okay to be white." And he also believed that privilege is a made-up metric. Because of all these Twitter antics, Mojang and Microsoft have sort of distanced themselves from Notch. They updated Minecraft to remove any mention of him in the splash texts, and he was not invited to Minecraft's 10th year anniversary event. As a long-time player, this one sucks. It's definitely one of those updates I was just like, what are you doing, Mojang? The combat update, that's what I'm talking about. It obviously overhauled the combat system along with other changes. Added shields, added potion-tipped arrows, the elytra, nerfed the hell out of armor, and also introduced dual wielding, so you can have a torch on your left hand while you have a pickaxe on your right hand, which is really convenient. And of course, the big one, the attack cooldown mechanic. Now, there's this meter on either your crosshair or your hotbar, and every time you attack, it has a cooldown, and that cooldown needs to be over for the weapon to attack at full damage. So this obviously nerfed the hell out of spam clicking, and each weapon cools down at different rates. For example, the axe is way slower than the sword, but the sword is weaker than the axe. And this is hands down one of the most controversial updates to Minecraft. It made fighting mobs more difficult. It's seen as a very unnecessary change, and it was also initially difficult to understand. It's especially an issue for new players to the game. Look at these examples of new players just spam clicking because they don't understand that there's cooldowns in the game now. And it's also kind of clunky and unintuitive. Why are you able to attack during the cooldown when you can just spam click and not know that there is a cooldown at all, and you won't know that you're not attacking at full strength? And this is also a problem for PvP servers. You know, sometimes there are kids out there that are unfortunate, don't have the best gaming hardware and the best internet connection, so sometimes you have to spam click your way out of desync and lag and all that. Now they can't do that on this update, which kind of made most servers not update immediately to 1.9. Some servers are still stuck on 1.8 to have the old combat system. Also, why doesn't Bedrock Edition have this change? However, there does seem to be some hope in the future. Mojang has stated in 2020 that they would tweak the current combat system in Java so they can allow for more faster attacks and not let the player attack while it's on cooldown. god, we gotta talk about phantoms. One of the most annoying mobs ever introduced in this game. They're basically these flying, undead hostile mobs that attack players who haven't slept in 3 or more in-game days. Now, the problem is, people who played Minecraft voted for this mob to be developed into the game. Viewers of the Minecon Earth 2017 event were able to vote for a new mob to be added to the game out of 4 options. They voted via Twitter, and of course the Phantom won the poll. This was also the first time that Mojang decided to allow the community to vote for mobs, which would become a trend in later updates. During Minecraft Live 2020, Mojang announced a poll on Twitter where, again, players could vote for a new mob to be added into Minecraft out of 3 potential choices: the Glow Squid, the Moobloon, and the Isolager. Now, the voting would commence, and the results were very close. The Glow Squid won by 52.7% of the votes, and this stirred up some minor controversy. Minecraft YouTubers were basically hyping the of glow squids, and people were kind of pissed because the glow squid doesn't seem as interesting as the other mobs, especially the Isolager, as the Isolager would have provided more significant gameplay challenges. The glow squid just swims around and, I don't know, drop like glowing items or something. Minecraft Monday was a popular Minecraft event hosted by Keemstar. It would comprise of popular streamers and YouTubers that would be split into 2 teams, and it would play rounds of Hunger Games, Spleef, and many other game modes. And the winning team would receive a prize money of $10,000, which would be split among them. And $10,000 was the prize for the first 2 weeks, as the later weeks, the prize was reduced to $5,000. And there were a lot of popular YouTubers and streamers that joined in. PewDiePie played, Ninja was in it, Dream, CallMeCarson, JSlat, even James Charles. And Minecraft Monday also popularized some of the popular Minecraft YouTubers that we know today, such as Technoblade, who consecutively won several weeks and gained a lot of attention because of that. Minecraft Monday ended in November 2019 after the server was hacked. Although a second season was proposed, the event was discontinued and many players decided to participate in an MC championship instead. It has been a disturbing phenomenon where huge Minecraft YouTubers would garner some of the most toxic, vile, and aggressive fan bases ever seen on the internet. And I'm talking about stans. Now, for the 2 of you who don't know what a stan is, it's basically a super obsessive fan of any celebrity or content creator. Now, most of these stans are well known for defending their favorite creator, even if sometimes these creators do questionable stuff. Like, as a quick example, when Dream was facing controversy for cheating in his Minecraft speedruns, many of his fans and stans would attack and even harass and dox some of the opposers that were against Dream. While we're transitioning off the topic of stans, I'm gonna be talking about Dream. Now, Dream is one of the most popular Minecraft YouTubers and Twitch streamers out there. He's also a musical artist now. He first began gaining a lot of popularity from his Manhunt series and speedruns, especially in 2019 and 2020. He also started the Dream SMP server, which is an invite-only survival multiplayer that featured hugely popular content creators that would engage in roleplay. And the Dream SMP also popped off, gaining a lot of views and attention on YouTube and other social media. Dream is definitely a polarizing figure in the Minecraft community. You see, in early October 2020, Dream livestreamed himself playing speedrunning Minecraft, and he submitted one of these times onto speedrun.com. And this is when accusations of cheating arose. So other speedrunners took a look at Dream's speedrun, and they noticed something was off. They noticed that the luck Dream was having was way too high. Like, he was consistently getting the key items needed for a speedrun way too often. Now, Dream responded, arguing that he had no reason to cheat, and he also didn't have the coding knowledge to increase the drop rate of items in Minecraft. So this led to a 2-month-long investigation from speedrun.com's Minecraft verification team, where they removed all of his submissions from Minecraft and began to investigate them to verify whether or not he was actually cheating. And soon they would publish a report along with a very let me know inspired video. analyzing the 6 archived live streams of Dream's speedrunning sessions. And after the investigation was concluded, it was found that Dream was in fact cheating and that the drop rate had been modified to be higher than usual. They argued that the odds of obtaining the items in a legitimate way was 1 in 7.5 trillion. Now, Dream rebutted, and he actually got an anonymous statistician to calculate the odds that Dream had, which were actually 1 in 10 million. And Dream argued that there was in no way he was able to cheat, as the odds were more likely to happen than what the speedrunning verification team found. Unfortunately for Dream, the speedrunning team stood by their decision to delete those speedruns and declare them as illegitimate, and Dream would later on accept the decision without admitting the fault. However, in May 30th, 2021, Dream later stated on Twitter that he did in fact found out that he was using a disallowed modification that altered the item drop probabilities. According to him, the altered drop rate was a result of an unknown change to a mod he used for his YouTube channel. After being aware of this unwanted change, he deleted his video response to the speedrun.com moderators, and he explained that he didn't want to mention this discovery back then because he, quote, felt like the community had been through enough drama that was pointless. Carson King, better known as CallMeCarson, is a YouTuber and Twitch streamer who gained notoriety from his SMP live Minecraft videos. And unfortunately, he encountered drama pretty early on in his career. On March 12, 2020, Carson announced on Twitter that he's going to take an indefinite break from YouTube. On April 1st, it was later revealed that his ex-girlfriend Kate, aka Katarino, had cheated on him with Fitz of Misfits. This sparked major discussion on social media, as plenty of Carson's friends and other content creators would share their opinions on this controversy. Some believe that Fitz was as guilty as Kate and that they shouldn't have dated in the first place, but some have also been more sympathetic towards Fitz. Maybe he didn't know that Kate and Carson were dating, and that Kate was the only malicious one in this situation. Carson later apologized to Fitz and Katarino for jeopardizing their career, and Katarino later released a video, an apology video, titled An Update, explaining how she wasn't actually dating Carson and that she's trying to improve herself. However, this apology was not well received in the community. Sometime later, after the drama, Carson became active on Twitter again and would jokingly invite his friends and other content creators to a game of 8-ball. Soon he would later return to making content again and streaming full-time again, along with joking about how he got cheated on. And now we must move on to the grooming allegations. On January 4th, 2021, Hugbox and Travis were interviewed by Keemstar on Drama Alert, and they announced that Carson had an underage girl in 2019.
And I picked up the phone, and he was basically like, I have to tell you something, and then he told me that he underage girls, and I think that he said that they were fans.
Did he tell you how old they were?
At the time, no. Part of why I remained so quiet about it for so long was that I was genuinely hoping that he was going to just walk away for a little bit and get himself right, but I don't know.
He didn't do that.
Hugbox later explained that Carson had confessed to this event to Lunch Club, a YouTube group comprised of Carson, Jay Schlatt, and fellow other SMP Live YouTubers. And because of this Drama Alert interview, on January 5th, Twitter user Miniborb uploaded a tweet explaining that she had been groomed by Carson. She was 17 at the time and Carson was 19. And some of the things that Miniborb revealed on Twitter, that she jokingly tweeted at Carson to be her boyfriend, and that he directly went into her DMs and also asked for also questioned his morality with Sam, asking if it's okay to be with her. And in response to these allegations, Carson deleted his Discord server and shut down his subreddit. Now, many people online are split on the Carson allegations. Some believe that the age gap of 19 and 17 was too small and that Miniborb was playing the victim. Others state that Carson was using his popular YouTuber status to leverage from underage girls. Whether you think Carson is innocent or not is up to you. On August 25th, 2021, Carson would later upload a video titled Moving Forward after 8 months of being off the internet. He didn't discuss about the controversies and stated that he learned new experiences by being off the internet for 8 months. And he also started a project called Year of Charity, where he would donate all of his Twitch donations to a new charity each month. Carson would later return on Twitch on September 1st, 2021, and the stream consisted of Carson showing a Google slide where he discussed the Year of Charity events and the new rules in his future career. Many people were pretty positive about Carson's return, although whether he will collaborate with his old buddies at the Lunch Club is to be seen. Adam Dahlberg, better known as SkyDoesMinecraft, is a former Minecraft YouTuber who gained prominence back in, my god, almost a decade ago. I personally watched a ton of him as a kid. I remember all the cops and robbers videos, all the mod showcase videos, and of course the music parodies.
Minecraft.
And he also spawned some Minecraft memes like hating on squids and calling gold butter. In 2018, Adam would quit making YouTube videos and would begin a music career under the name Net Nobody. He also had some beef with KSI and they sent diss tracks to each other.
Now I'ma pull that mask down, I'ma take that gold crown that you wearing like a clown. Boy, you ain't no artist, coming off retarded, music sounding like you piped the mic and then you farted.
However, Adam would later on return to his SkyDoesMinecraft channel under the name SkyDoesEverything and would begin creating new Minecraft videos, which got less than a lukewarm reaction.
Minecraft, skirt, Minecraft, my skirt, Minecraft.
Trouble began with Adam on January 23rd, 2022. His ex-girlfriend Elizabeth shared a document on Twitter in which she described Adam's behavior during their relationship. And she tweeted the document along with the statement, quote, "Dear Adam Dahlberg, aka Net Nobody, AFKA SkyDoesMinecraft. It's time everyone knows the truth. I'm tired of letting you get away with this. The police know. Putting the evidence below since it won't upload appropriately." She would include an iCloud link to this entire document. And within this document, Elizabeth just unloads a lot of baggage. Because this document is so large, I can't go over every detail, so I'm gonna quickly go over it. Firstly, Adam refused to let Elizabeth talk about the baby publicly. Elizabeth had told Adam that she wasn't ready for a baby, however Adam pressured her into getting pregnant. Adam had also ridiculed his ex-partner while she was pregnant. He abused drugs, knowing that it would cause permanent psychosis, and he also smoked cigarettes near Elizabeth while she was pregnant, endangering the baby. Adam also stole money from companies in order to buy drugs, and that she had to spend thousands of dollars to pay off these debts. She stated that Adam, quote, would constantly at her for doing things they asked her to do. Adam apparently also made the internet hate Alyssa, his ex-wife, and that Adam had assaulted several women in the past. Adam had also sent to young girls and never asked for their ages. Adam had stopped eating and sleeping normally and became more and more angry and verbally abusive. He would jump in and out of windows, scatter food all over the house on floors, kitchen counters, tables. He would also start clogging the drains when Elizabeth needed to use the bathroom. Apparently, Elizabeth had to, quote, waddle to the store late at night just to use their restroom. Adam had also elbowed Elizabeth's stomach several times while she was pregnant. Things escalated to a point that Elizabeth had to call the police. Adam had threatened to kill his roommate, his friends, even Ant Venom. Eventually, Elizabeth gave birth to a daughter, and the situation with Adam was so bad that the labor and delivery unit at the hospital planned to lock down the hospital if Adam showed up. And yeah, with all these statements and along with pictures and videos attached as evidence, she revealed that the police had been sent the same information that we got and are investigating these claims. And you know, if this is all true, this is really f***ed up. And that's the main consensus within the Minecraft community and YouTube community, that Adam has just gone insane, and it's really disturbing to think about. Adam hasn't given a proper response or rebuttal to Elizabeth's claims. However, it has been found that he is trying to sell the SkyDoesMinecraft channel for $900,000 US. I don't think anyone's bought it, and actually buying and selling channels is against YouTube's TOS, so whoever would buy SkyDoesMinecraft's channel would probably get insta-banned. The Better Together update is an update to every non-PC platform of Minecraft, where all the console versions are now the Bedrock edition. The Better Together's goal is to merge multiple platforms under a single version of Minecraft. And with this release of this update, the original PC version of Minecraft was renamed to Minecraft Java Edition to distinguish it from the Bedrock Edition. And this update kind of frustrated players, especially for those who play on console, because the old console editions were very different from the Bedrock editions. Not everyone wanted these changes, and there are some Reddit comments that display this frustration. Minecraft Better Together? I've been playing Minecraft Xbox One edition since it came out. I've grown very comfortable with those game mechanics, bugs, and graphics, but this new version just seems very dissuading despite all of the updates. Does anyone have any tips to make for a better transition or feel the same way?
Marketplace, as in pay money for in-game goods? Christ, not this shit again.
This version is such a laggy piece of shit on the Xbox One S. Everything loads after like 3 to 4 seconds after pressing A. On my iPhone, it's instant though.
And yeah, many people were conflicted on the new UI changes, especially the marketplace and the mine coins you have to pay now. You have to pay to get resource packs and character skins. During the Better Together update that I just talked about, Mojang was kind of slow to bring the updates on par to the Java edition on console. And some people speculate that Microsoft is forcing Mojang to slow down their updates on console. Kinda seems like this has been happening since Microsoft bought Mojang, but that same year was when I really started playing a lot. But my theory is that they are trying to wear down their patience thin so they can direct us into buying something else, like their PCs. As of now, I don't think it's an issue, but I don't know. I never played any of the console versions of Minecraft, Fireflies, and the Birch Forest. Fireflies were supposed to be a mob added into the Wild update. They were supposed to be a food source for frogs, also to be added in this update. However, in real life, fireflies are poisonous to some frogs. Mojang decided to remove the fireflies for this reason. They wanted to make sure they educated players correctly in that some frogs don't eat fireflies. This was similar to when parrots used to eat cookies until they found out that cookies actually were poisonous to most parrots and actually most animals. And frogs would not just eat small slimes. And I don't know about you, but I think that reasoning was kind of weak to remove fireflies. They seem like a cool mob to have in Minecraft. It adds more realistic detail to the swamps, especially because they're just a few pixels, right? They're the smallest mob in Minecraft before they got removed, and they would have had an illuminated dim glow, but come on, Mojang. Since we're on the topic of cool looking things, there was also going to be a new birch forest that was showcased during the Cave and Cliffs update. Mojang showed some initial concept art of the revamped birch forest with taller trees and more details. It looks very luscious. It's pretty cool. However, apparently they left it only at the concept level, and the producer declared that they had not worked on this any further. People were pissed. They seem like pretty simple ideas that would have been cool to be implemented into Minecraft. Let's talk about the Wild update. Update 1.19 was a major update released on June 7th, 2022, themed around scary things and natural wilderness stuff like the Deep Dark, mangrove swamp biomes, ancient cities. The Warden was added, frogs, tadpoles, the Allay. And this update stirred controversy because it seemed pretty underwhelming. The Warden, the big bad new mob boss that was supposed to be in the Caves and Cliffs update, was delayed to this update. I really wanted to get excited for this update, but I just can't. Everything feels so underwhelming. They introduce this S-tier difficulty mob and this really cool, really rare structure, and they tease us and make us think it's hiding something absolutely insane, and the warden will do anything to keep you from getting it. But all we get is some broken music disc, an enchantment that's only good when you're getting the enchantment itself, a redstone tutorial room, as if YouTube isn't a thing, and a recovery compass, which is completely useless to hardcore players. And yeah, Mojang kinda goofed up because they hyped up the warden and this new deep dark area pretty heavily, thinking like there's some big reward or something when you defeat the warden in something. Unfortunately, it's pretty disappointing. I think this comment's funny.
I think it's fantastic. I don't expect massive monumental changes to the game, and this fits that. I don't care much about material rewards in the game. I love exploring. I also love taking my time with doing things. This is so awesome.
Typical fanboy mentality. I don't agree with everything OP wrote, but you're just being a freaking game company bootlicker. Because this isn't an actual update. It's just Cave and Cliffs Part 3. And it's really poor from a company that's literally backed by Microsoft. A bunch of excuses just to not deliver promises. The Elytra. The Elytra is a pair of these rare wings that you can find in end ships that allow the player to fly in survival mode. The Elytra is equipped on the chest plate slot and allows the player to glide. However, if you use a fire rocket, it will propel you into the sky that lets you maneuver around the world. And because of the ability to fly and glide, you go really fast. And people said that the Elytra was pretty OP to have in survival mode. You can travel so far and fast that it makes other modes of transportation such as horses, boats, minecarts, and sprinting unnecessary. And many servers just disable the Elytra, period, because of its fast speed that would cause the world to load in quicker and might cause server overload. However, some argue in the defense of the Elytra's inclusion by just saying, don't use it. It's Minecraft, you can do whatever the f you want. You don't have to use the Elytra, you can keep using your horse and your boats and whatever. You know, you're not being forced to use the Elytra. The cave update split. Yeah, I remember the hype when the Cave and Cliffs update was first announced. Many Minecraft players have been waiting for a huge update on the cave system. This update got split into two parts. As the first part focused on the new blocks and mobs, the second part was the update that brought in the revamped world generation and everything. The update was split into two portions because of how complex it is, and it's to prevent any crunch. Some people don't like the changes that happen in caves. For example, copper. Copper makes it way more annoying to find iron and other ores because copper is goddamn everywhere. And now the caves are way too big, makes mining a chore. Now you have to like climb and maneuver these big ass rooms to get all the ores you need. And these new caves, well, although they look cool, that's all they do. They just look cool. They don't really add any significant gameplay changes. Like the new hills that are generated on the overworld are super frequent now. There's no more of those flat plains that Minecraft was mostly known for. Now these hills are here, and it makes it more complicated to maneuver around the landscape. Permanent ban. This is the most recent controversy that happened in the Minecrafts. So recently, Mojang and Microsoft unleashed update 1.19.1, which added the ability to report users who abuse the game's chat and allows for these reported players to be banned from online play. And when they mean ban, they mean banned. You can't even play on your personal online servers. And these new community standards would ban players for hate speech, bullying, harassing, solicitation, threatening others, excessive posting or spamming, posting personal information, terrorism, drugs or alcohol, profanity, nudity or pornography, and extreme violence or gore. Of course, these community standards make sense. However, most of the controversy came from the reporting system. With plenty of comparisons to 1984, some people were blaming Microsoft for controlling freedom of speech on Minecraft, and a lot of people were worried that the reporting system might be abused for false reporting or mass flagging that could lead to these pretty heavy bans. And the fact that you get banned off your Private servers? Pretty stupid. What's going to happen to anarchy servers like
2B2T, the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft,
where they have some of the most vile chats ever seen by man? This new reporting system has been causing a big stir within the Minecraft community. During the Xbox presentation at E3 2017, Mojang presented the Super Duper Graphics Pack, a downloadable resource pack for Bedrock versions that included 4K textures and HDR technology. And this announcement was made alongside the Xbox One X announcement. And here's a little explanation from Mojang's blog, quote, "We're also adding a little something extra, which we're humbly calling the Super Duper Graphics Pack. This optional DLC pack is crammed full of excessive visual ramataz, light with filter and shimmering rays through cotton clouds, dappling the ground beneath fluttering foliage, and sparkling on the rippling waters. We have dynamic shadows, dynamic lighting, edge highlighting." Unfortunately, Mojang decided to cancel development on the Super Duper Graphics Pack. Quote, "The pack proved too technically demanding to implement as planned. We realize this is disappointing to some of you. There was a lot of enthusiasm for Super Duper from inside and outside the studio, but unfortunately, we're not happy with how the pack performed across devices. The Super Duper Graphics Pack may be dead, however, we did get Minecraft RTX for the PC players, so that could technically be the Super Duper Graphics Pack. And with the new generation consoles, the Xbox Series X and PS5 supporting ray tracing, maybe Minecraft ray tracing could come to consoles so we could get the Super Duper the graphics pack. The Enchanted Golden Apple, formerly known as the Notch Apple and lovingly called the God Apple, is a variant of the Golden Apple which has much stronger health regen and resistant effects. There used to be a crafting recipe for this beastly apple. 8 golden blocks surrounding an apple on a crafting table would allow you to have this God Apple. Mojang realized how OP this is. You can find gold easily in Minecraft more than like in real life probably. And this allowed for the God Apples to be constantly crafted and used. They decided in 1.9 to remove the ability to craft these enchanted golden apples. You have to now find them in dungeons, desert temples, and mine shafts. This effectively made them extremely rare. Minecraft Earth was an augmented reality sandbox game. It was free to play and was released on October 17, 2019 for Android and iOS. Now, Minecraft Earth centered around building structures and getting resources and crafting like in Minecraft. However, you use cool augmented reality technology, so you can see your structures along with what you see in real life. And you can add like trees and lakes, and the game would actually sort of interact with the real life world because of the AR technology. Seems pretty cool, right? Unfortunately, Mojang announced on January 5th, 2021 that they would be making the final build of Minecraft Earth and would stop support for it because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Update 1.10, also known as the Frostburn update, was released on June 8th, 2016 for Java and Bedrock Edition. And this update added structure blocks, magma blocks, a lot of blocks. It also added the strays and husks, variations of skeletons and zombies respectively, and polar bears. Now this update was controversial because it didn't really add much. It just added some blocks and a few mobs. Yeah, polar bears are cool, but you don't really get to do much with them. They don't drop items, you couldn't tame them. They were just there. Kind of feels like Mojang is in the process of no longer giving about Minecraft development, which could be true. I hope it's not though. The building side of the game is one of the least cared about parts of Minecraft by the developers, yet it is easily the most popular aspect of the game from the perspective of the players. The only reason I say this is because they keep adding new blocks that could easily have slab/stair variants, but they refuse to add the variants into the game. I can't believe that the red nether brick doesn't even have stairs or slabs when the normal nether brick does. This doesn't make any sense to me. It honestly feels like an incomplete update. Yeah, these players just complain about texture changes and new blocks. It's kind of underwhelming. L for Lee. is a Minecraft YouTuber who was known as one of Stampy's friends, becoming one of the most influential helpers in Stampy's Lovely World series. He helped boost Stampy into prominence with their relationship, which was adored by viewers. However, in August 2015, Lee was allegedly involved in harassing some teenagers. His first target was a younger woman he found on Facebook using the false name Michael Duffy. He had also asked various teenagers for pics he could use for his wank bank. He also told a teenager that he would be, quote, walking behind her in the street and her being unaware of his presence. What the f? And some of these offenses date all the way back as far as December 2013, and these findings would later be perpetuated by Keemstar on Drama Alert. While all of this was happening, Lee just kept uploading on his channel like nothing was happening. He would also disable comments so that no one would ever mention these allegations. Stampy also distanced himself from Lee. He even claimed that the L for Lee character was played by someone else. However, Lee would later clarify that he was in fact behind the character until his last appearance. And of course, these allegations would cause Lee to leave the Lovely World series as he did not want to ruin Stampy's reputation. Soon, Lee's channel began to decline in viewers and popularity, and most of his videos got dislike bombed too. Lee would upload his final Minecraft video on September 2017 before returning a year later, where he would in fact acknowledge and discuss his assault allegations.
The first thing I really want to speak about is basically some YouTube videos which have the titles such as me going to prison. As I say, I've never been to prison. I've never ever been in prison at all. That kind of 100% million, 1,000 trillion billion, whatever you want me to say, I have never been in prison. There's some people commented on videos saying like Elf Lee, did Elf Lee break out of prison? Does Elf Lee have a PC in jail? I mean, really, are people that I don't want to say thick, but that's what they are. Do you really think if I was sent to jail, I'd be allowed to take in all my recording equipment into jail?
There's this popular Minecraft YouTube trend where Let's Players would play 100 days of in-game Minecraft, usually on hardcore mode, and that would all be compressed into one video. And this started with YouTube channel Luke the Notable, being one of the first YouTubers to upload a 100 days Minecraft video. And because Luke's video became super viral, many other YouTubers decided to make their own 100 days videos with their own twists, like 100 days surviving a parasite apocalypse, or 100 days living on a stranded island, or 100 days playing in VR. However, some have noticed that there are channels who constantly update 100 days videos. Like, some of them daily upload 100 days videos. Think about it. 100 days in Minecraft equals 33 real life hours. So how is it possible for these channels to pump out so much 100 days content? There have been accusations of channels faking their 100 days videos. And one of the more notable videos that contain these accusations would be from YouTube channel Fizzy Banger, who uploaded a video explaining how some Minecraft YouTubers are uploading way too many 100-day videos at a time. And even the viewers in the comments notice how these people are faking the 100 days. The pacing is all over the place. 1 minute it's day 30, and then the next minute it's day 75. Also, the inventory and stats seem the same after playing 10 or 20 in-game days. In update 1.7, aka the update that changed the world, the original Rose was renamed to Poppy, and the rose bush was added. Now, these rose bushes could be used to craft red dye if you want to make things red. This caused controversy because people don't like change. People wanted the old rose to come back, and they don't like the idea of being called a poppy. Also, the rose bush was more rare to see than the poppies. Again, it's just people not liking the change. It's not really a significant update. Like, yeah, the old rose was cool, but it's just a flower, my guy. Technoblade was a Minecraft YouTuber known for his Skyblock videos and for playing on the Dream SMP. On August 2021, he disclosed his cancer diagnosis after noticing pain in his right arm and a bump on his shoulder. He went through chemotherapy and radiation therapy, however, they proved unsuccessful, and he was told that he may have his arm potentially amputated. On June 30th, 2022, a video was uploaded onto Technoblade's YouTube channel, where his father announced that Technoblade had died from his metastatic cancer. Techno's dad would then read a message written by Technoblade before he died, stating that the future proceeds from the YouTube videos and the merch would go into the Sarcoma Foundation of America, along with his siblings' college education. In the wake of Techno's death, there have been a lot of scummy assholes who try to capitalize on his death by clickbaiting videos or making 7 videos at a time talking about his death, for views. They would put like horrible like some would celebrate the death of Technoblade, some would just spam the hell out of the YouTube algorithm with videos such as Mr. Beast reacting to his death or Dream reacting to Technoblade's death. And it's just really bullish of these people. Like, why would you exploit someone's death for views? And like you would get on for it anyway. Like, you wouldn't get any positive attention. Lionmaker is a former Minecraft YouTuber who became infamous for his abuse against underage fans. On September 19th, 2015, Keemstar had an interview with a parent who exposed Lionmaker for trying to get nude images of her daughter.
What is your reaction at that? I mean, it's a 27-year-old man asking your 13-year-old daughter for
Well, at this point in time, I didn't know he was 27 or 26 or whatever age he's supposed to be. This was a person that I had no idea who was asking my 13-year-old daughter for nudes. And that was, for fans go, inappropriate.
Absolutely.
After this interview, on March 7th, 2016, YouTuber Colossal Was Crazy would upload the video Lionmaker, the King of Manipulation, which gained 2.4 million views. In the video, Colossal would explain how Lionmaker is a and because he was a Minecraft YouTuber catering towards kids, he had easy access to underage fans. And he also claimed that Lionmaker was a massive manipulator and that he was able to convince kids to send them. On November 6, 2016, Lionmaker would be interviewed by Colossal, where he would defend himself.
You can say the same for me. If I'm in a relationship with a 16-year-old, I'm 28, same age as you, is that up? It's a very, very simple question. You only have to answer yes or no.
I don't, Colossal, because
I find it interesting that you're dodging that question when it's a very simple question.
I'm not dodging the question.
I don't think you can answer it. I think your moral compass is completely f***ed and you can't answer it. That's what I think. You physically cannot answer that question. Lionmaker, are you attracted to children?
No.
You are not?
No.
What age would you consider a child? Below 16? Or below 18?
I tend to call my brother, which is 21, a kid, and I treat him as a child, so to say.
And how old is he?
He's 21.
You would consider a child 21 years of age?
Well, a child, a kid, But if we go children, I'd say 11, 12, I would consider a child, and then starting from that, preteen.
But you wouldn't consider a 13, 14 a child?
No, a child, yes. No.
After all of this, Lionmaker would seemingly disappear entirely from the internet. He deleted all of his social media platforms. He did make a brief comeback on his YouTube channel in November 2017. Some claim that Lionmaker was imprisoned for 2 to 3 years. Although that claim hasn't been verified, there was evidence that he was in fact held in a Belgian jail for 10 months under arrest use, a process allowing police to detain individuals who they deem a danger to society and would have the ability to tamper with evidence. On January 9th, 2019, Keemstar, who initially broke the story online, would post a video on Twitter showing that Lionmaker is actually back, this time streaming Minecraft on a mixer. And in June 2020, Lionmaker would make a video on Instagram where he had a meltdown talking about his infamy.
I have worked under a lot of stress, under a lot of pressure. And the reason I chose to do YouTube because it seemed a lot easier. And in retrospect, it was a lot easier than any of the other jobs I ever did. Recently, I posted that I was going to quit, and I never use that word lightly because in a way I feel like I have already quit. I just haven't been honest with you guys. I don't know where I'm going. All I know is that one of you was brave enough to come see me, and you know who you are. Thank you so much. And it kind of lifted my spirit briefly. Didn't last very long. I want to keep trying, and I'm sorry for everything I put you guys through. It's not fair, and I hope I can be better. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I would just carry on with what I set out to do.
And in September 29th, 2020, his YouTube channel would later be terminated for violating YouTube's TOS. However, it came back, but then got terminated again. I'm sure many of you have experienced Windows 8 and how big of a disaster that was for Microsoft. It tried to focus on more of a touch-based experience, which on the desktop experience, there's no start button. It had the stupid tiles in that start menu. It was a mess. It was a mess. And it sparked a lot of controversy. Even Notch got involved with on Windows 8 in a series of tweets. Quote, "Just got an email from Microsoft wanting to help certify Minecraft for Win 8. I told them to stop trying to ruin the PC as an open platform. I'd rather have Minecraft not run on Windows 8 at all than to play along. Maybe we can convince a few people not to switch to Windows 8 that way." It seems that the hatred Notch had for Windows 8 sort of just like the vibe came into the actual Minecraft game, because when Windows 8 first came out, a lot of people had trouble running Minecraft on it. And some of these bugs include the launcher crashing, Java not being able to update quickly enough to play Minecraft, Java not being able to update quick enough with the release of Windows 8, crashing from not finding OpenGL drivers, etc. Yeah, there was a rough period where Microsoft and GPU manufacturers had to catch up and release drivers to make sure Minecraft can be up and running again. Beta 1.8, aka the Adventure Update, was released on September 14th, 2011, which introduced features that focused on fighting, exploration, and adventuring, as well as other aspects. And this update added a lot of features that we kind of take for granted in Minecraft. Villages, new biomes, the mine shafts, ravines, experience points, sprinting, drawing back the bow, and etc. And of course, the hunger system. You see, back in the old days, Minecraft had a really simple health system. If you had food, you'd instantly eat it and you get your health back. With this hunger system, you have to fill that bar up fully before your health can regenerate. And you lose hunger points by honestly doing anything. Mining, running, jumping, any kind of physical activity. And if your hunger bar runs out, you obviously starve. And this hunger system did stir up some controversy because it seemed like another unnecessary annoyance that players have to deal with. Like, of course, when you lose health, it's because you got damaged. Like an enemy attacked you or something. And it's sort of at your fault because you weren't being careful enough. With hunger, you lose points whatever you do, regardless if you're careful or not. So that's the aspect that many people were annoyed about. As we all know, we all got used to the hunger system, as they did change how food worked to make it more convenient, such as food being stackable and a little easier to find. They added more food sources. And along with hunger, we got more features like sprinting, which did consume hunger, but I'd rather have sprinting than not having to eat. Beta 1.8 was seen as super controversial, and that's because of the way it changed the world generation. Mojang adjusts the terrain generation so that it would have less extreme mountains, and some people felt that Mojang was trying to just polish up the world to make it look nicer. It made these worlds lack some sort of character. And there were also these endless oceans where these oceans could last for like 100,000 blocks, and that would be really annoying to traverse. Like, if you wanted to find new land, good luck. You could legit be rowing your boat for hours on end without being able to see a single piece of land. However, it took until update 1.7.10, and they also reduced the size of the ocean so you don't take hours of rowing to get to new land. I'm sure many of you are familiar with the splash texts that you can see on the Minecraft logo when you load up to the main menu. And throughout its history, there have been a lot of Minecraft splash texts that have been removed for various reasons. And I'm just gonna go over some of them that are kind of funny. You may have noticed that many of the splash texts that mention Notch were removed because of how controversial he was on Twitter and everything. So you got made by Notch, the work of Notch, Notch less than 3 easy. That's apparently his ex-wife. And there's also a bunch of like lyrics that was on the splash text that got changed. Like, totally forgot about Dre. There's also a reference to Missing No, which is the popular glitch Pokemon found on Pokemon Red and Blue. I'm sure most of you gamers know about that. And there was also a lot of splash texts like pre-beta and alpha which obviously were removed because Minecraft is neither in alpha or pre-beta. Also, Minecraft used to be €9.95, which is now $30 US, so unlucky. Finally, beta obviously got removed because it's not in beta anymore. And yeah, most of these splash texts are just little cute references that Minecraft had throughout its history. Nothing too controversial. They don't say like or anything. Faithful is a resource pack where its goal was to simply double the resolution of Minecraft's texture while keeping the look faithful. It's one of the most popular resource packs in Minecraft, and I have used it a lot on occasions. It is my favorite resource pack. It's pretty neato. Vatic, the original creator of Faithful, had maintained the resource pack all the way up until update 1.8, where they had simply just stopped updating the texture pack. Now, development of Faithful would then be handed off to Cranif, aka Mr. Vizzy, who would update the resource pack from 1.9 and beyond. But here's where the problem began. Vizzy and their team would continue their work on Faithful, and they eventually ported it onto Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Once Faithful appeared on the Bedrock Edition's marketplace, it had credited Mr. Vizzy as the OG creator of Faithful, not Vatic. Along with that, it also costs $8 to buy this texture pack, making it the most expensive resource pack you can get on the Bedrock Edition. And Vizzy would also begin to issue DMCA takedowns of variations of Faithful. And this is a problem because it's not sure if Vizzy actually does have the rights to Faithful. Before the texture pack was sold on the marketplace, Vizzy did allow other users to use the texture pack in their own packs as long as they give proper credit. Now, Ant Venom did a really great video on this whole situation and would later inquire Vizzy if they had the rights to Faithful.
On March 14th, 10 days after Faithful Venom Bedrock was taken offline, I inquired about this problem with Vizzy, and he told me that the new textures were protected under copyright and that most of the textures do not relate to the time of Vatic. Unfortunately, I completely believed Vizzy's explanation, which is why I didn't push the subject any further.
Although Vizzy said that they had redone all the textures and that none of the original Vatic textures are in the resource pack, you just need to take one close look at some of the textures to just see that there is absolutely no change to them. And of course, this wouldn't all be a problem if Vatic did in fact give the rights to Vizzy, right? Well, the Faithful team under Vizzy's leadership aren't exactly too happy with what's going on right now. Vizzy has been uber controlling of their work and didn't even allow the community to vote on textures, and most of the team would leave to create their own texture pack called Compliance. The Compliance team would later try to get into contact with Vatic, which is pretty clever. They actually sent severe bug reports on the old Faithful GitHub page. That caught Vatic's attention, and he would later return to clarify that he did not in fact give Vizzy any rights to Faithful. Vatic would later post on the Minecraft forums to announce the news that Faithful was stolen from him. Thankfully, the resource pack Compliance was able to regain the original Faithful name, and the texture pack can be acquired from faithfulpack.net. However, as of now, I think the Bedrock edition is still under Mr. Vizzy. Bruh. The 2014 TOS update on June 12th, 2014, Mojang posted a statement responding to some Twitter disagreements on how servers could monetize their custom Minecraft content and services. So according to Mojang, server providers could accept donations from players as long as these payments were not exchanged for items or power-ups that could give them an advantage in the server. However, server providers and some players were pretty pissed off at these TOS changes. There was a hashtag #SaveMinecraft, which had been seen by over 500,000 users. There were dozens of unfavorable comparisons between Mojang and publishers like EA and Activision, for which they have been criticized highly online for their strict DRM. However, these terms have existed in Minecraft's EULA for some time, but they've never been enforced until now. And now these people were pissed. 2 days after the announcement, Notch took to his personal blog to defend his company's stance. Quote, "Some privately run Minecraft servers do charge for in-game items, for XP boosts, for access to certain game modes. Some of them even charge quite a lot. I don't even know how many emails we've gotten from parents asking for the $100 back that their kids spent on an item pack on a server we have no control over. This was never allowed, but we didn't crack down on it because we're constantly incredibly swamped in other work." In the past, China had banned most Western games as they want to protect their society from these Western values. However, Mojang and Microsoft were able to collaborate with Chinese developer NetEase to create Minecraft China Edition, announced on April 7th, 2017. It's based on Bedrock Edition, it has their Chinese exclusive launcher and servers, even has their own mobs. Trying to get access to this edition outside of China is really difficult. Most people were able to use VPNs to spoof their IPs to say that they're from China. However, now that playing Minecraft China Edition requires a government ID to be registered to your account, it's more likely impossible to play China Edition outside of China. On July 15th, PewDiePie uploaded a video titled Top 10 Streamers Caught Cheating on YouTube. And in the video, he just showcased popular clips of streamers getting caught cheating, like Face Jarvis getting banned on Fortnite and that girl caught cheating on stream meme. You know, the little Asian girl playing CSGO. And she's like, "Clara, what the f?" Now, towards the end of the video, PewDiePie suddenly remembered the Dream controversy that happened early on in 2021. And he shared his thoughts of the controversy, which happened many weeks after Dream apologized on Twitter.
Oh, Dream. I forgot about Dream. I was ready to wrap this up. I guess you need so much prior knowledge about Minecraft, but basically he cheated in his speedrun in Minecraft. You have to be extremely lucky to get a speedrun in Minecraft. And it became a whole deal of, well, he's just too lucky. There's no way he was able to get this good drops.
And after the video went up, Dream would go on to Twitter to tweet, quote, "Starts with me using PewDiePie for clickbait and ends up with him using me for clickbait. Pog, the circle of YouTube." And this is in reference to the thumbnail that PewDiePie used, which featured Dream and the words cheat and the word dream. However, he only talked about Dream's cheating controversy towards the end of the video. Dream went on to tweet that he wasn't too bothered by PewDiePie using him for clickbait. Quote, "No hard feelings to Pews, either people are upset on my behalf, it's all cool." Dream doesn't seem too bothered by PewDiePie's clickbaiting. However, of course, the Dream stands strike again and would begin to try to cancel PewDiePie.
What a
Stevie is a Minecraft YouTuber who posts these 1-minute clips of Minecraft gameplay where some funky stuff happens. These get recommended all over in the algorithm. They're actually a team who constantly upload these daily short videos, and because of how short these videos are, they get really high audience retention. This combination of high audience retention and daily uploads, that just catapulted the channel in the algorithm, and they quickly grew in size. Now, people have claimed that Stevie has been stealing content from other people's Minecraft videos without giving proper credit. This controversy began when Minecraft YouTuber Mumbo Jumbo called them out for stealing his video ideas, specifically the self-building bridge. And Mumbo Jumbo's coverage on Stevie allowed other creators to come forward to call out the channel for stealing content. Mr. Mackenstein called out the channel on Twitter, claiming that they stole several Minecraft creations from him, and they later uploaded those videos online to be monetized. Mr. Mackenstein would later modify these projects that won't allow Stevie to run them on their Minecraft games, which is pretty clever. Basherverse, later known as Toasty, was a Minecraft YouTuber who got tangled in a web of controversy. It first began when Keemstar got an anonymous tip accusing Basherverse of being a He would later report this tip, and Basher would attempt to dispute this claim. However, later on in April 8th, 2015, Basher would upload the infamous breakdown video in which he replied to rumors of him raping a 10-year-old girl when he was 23.
Yeah, and I'm so tired of freaking people saying I'm not the victim and I'm not the victim. I never f***ing said it was the victim! I never said it was the victim! I never once said it was the victim! And I'm sick and tired of being called a I'm tired of it all! I'm tired! I'm tired of all of this! I'm done. I'm done.
On May 4th, 2015, Basher and his girlfriend Clara Babylegs would later upload a video on his main channel talking about a miscarriage Clara had in September 2014. This strained the relationship a lot, however, they were able to reconcile and apologize to the fans for their drama. And they apologized to each other by tasing each other.
And yeah.
Don't warn me that you're gonna tase me, just do it.
Okay, forgiveness, right? Forgiveness. I don't know. When am I gonna tase her? Oh, Jesus.
On October 1st, 2015, Basher tweeted that he was suicidal and depressed. He also said that his channel was dying and he was also being called a on a daily basis. He later spoke with Barnacles, who later comforted him. Basher then deleted the tweets and apologized for his behavior. Clara Babylegs would later tweet that she and Basherverse were no longer together. And before Clara made that tweet, Basherverse had blocked out his YouTube channel with the black profile picture and banner, and he also changed his name to just a simple Dash. He later privated every single one of his videos and deleted his Twitter account. Soon his Minecraft account got hacked and was put up for bid. In September 17th, 2019, Basher would come back to Twitter to tell his fans that he has a new account, which was called Toasty Time. He later began to stream on Twitch under the name Toasty. He also began a new YouTube channel called Toasty Time. However, on September 14th, 2021, Brandon Asher had passed away from complications with COVID-19. He was 36 years old. His sister, Anessa Asher, would later confirm his death on her private Twitter page. Update 1.7.2, the aforementioned update that changed the world, was released on October 25th, 2013, and it added all these new biomes, new flowers, new stained glass, and new commands. Now, if you played Minecraft, you know that caves are a pretty big thing. They fueled all the exploration, the mining, and were a major part of the game. 1.7.2 came along and it angered plenty of players because they made these caves less frequent and less deep, and they were much less interconnected. In short, these caves aren't as entertaining as they used to be. Many players wanted the old cave system to come back. On March 30th, 2014, Mojang revealed that Minecon 2014 will be held in Europe. But then, however, a few months later, they decided to cancel Minecon 2014, and they rescheduled a new Minecon for spring of 2015 in London. Now, this has been memed by Mojang. They put a splash text in the game stating, quote, "No one remembers where Minecon 2014 was held." There was no official reason as to why Minecon 2014 was canceled. Some speculate that it was canceled because Mojang was being acquired by Microsoft during that time, and also the TOS controversy that I mentioned earlier about the servers was causing them headaches as well, and those could be potential reasons as to why Minecon was cancelled in 2014. Fortress Craft is a video game developed by British indie developer Projector Games that was released on Xbox 360 on April 8th, 2011. And it just deadass looks like Minecraft. Apparently they cited Minecraft, Infiniminer, and Dwarf Fortress as direct inspirations for the design choices of the game, and the game uses textured voxels to simulate landscapes. They also use the Xbox Live avatars for the in-game characters. And there was only one chapter of Fortress Craft that was released, and it had no quests or objectives like Minecraft. And people have noted out the coincidental release of Fortress Craft, as Minecraft had released in November of 2011, while Fortress Craft came out in April 2011. But the thing is, Minecraft had been available for quite some time in the pre-alpha and beta versions, for years before Fortress Craft came out. Notch has stated, quote, "Fortress Craft is an obvious attempt to just take something popular and clone it as closely as possible. I still think it's important that people are allowed to be able to do things like that, but it's hardly graceful." Game designer Adam Sawkins would first respond to the criticism with an open letter to Notch citing Minecraft as an inspiration, but then would cite out the differences between Minecraft and Fortress Craft. And when asked about what Mojang thinks about Fortress Craft, The company business chief, Daniel Kaplan, would later state that they were bored with video game clones, but they wouldn't take any legal action against Projector Games. Before Beta 1.9, the sun and the moon actually had a more circular look, and also the sun used to rise in the north and set in the south, which is incorrect, as in real life it rises in the east and sets in the west, which they did fix later on. So this is talking about how the behavior of the ladders kind of broke some of the contraptions that you can make in Minecraft. And I got a couple of Reddit comments that talk about this. Quote, why was everyone so worried about collision boxes on ladders when wood half blocks can't be chopped by axes yet? I really don't understand what had to be fixed with the ladder collision box in the first place. However, I was chopping up some half blocks today and it seemed with an efficiency 3 axe, it took forever. I also think I wasn't getting a half block in return. What is up with that? Can anyone explain? Ladder changes broke many systems that used the collision boxes to their advantage. Every system that did so became broken because of it. This included all of the TNT cannon design changes as well. The fact that wooden half slabs need a pickaxe to break has been in the game for quite some time and does not break delicate systems for the weirdness in the tools needed to mine it. Meeting of the Minds. It was supposedly a Minecraft convention, which turned out to be an elaborate scam. There were plenty of gamers in the Long Island area that were looking forward to this Minecraft convention, especially because Minecon is usually in some faraway area. And for $200, there would be a Meeting of the Minds convention at the Marriott at Uniondale. However, management at the Marionette said that there was never a convention booked at that hotel. According to his news article, Matthew and his father Alan had recently learned that the convention organizer, Kevin Roman, is under fire for a similar convention that parents said failed in Orlando. Attendees say that the games and prizes that they were promised by the games organizer was never materialized and that they wanted a refund. Matthew said they couldn't get his money back because he paid more than 45 days in advance using PayPal. And apparently PayPal doesn't allow chargebacks after 45 days. They did contact the New York Attorney General's office to file a complaint. Now, Bebop Vox, if you remember him, he was a popular Minecraft YouTuber, did a really good documentary on this series and how it began and how they were scammed and how it got resolved. So apparently in Orlando, Florida, a 9-year-old boy had brought a handgun and a sledgehammer to school as he was acting out a character he played as in Minecraft. Apparently, the boy appeared in court on Friday on school weapon charges and was sentenced to home confinement for their crime. The father defended his son in court, claiming that the gun was harmless as the firing pin had been removed, and expressed shock that his son was charged. And of course, he would blame Minecraft for the reason that his son brought his gun and sledgehammer in the first place. Officials said that the boy had arrived in his elementary school in Hunters Creek, Florida, with the pistol, a steak knife, and a sledgehammer in his backpack. Apparently, he also had several bullets. The boy told 3 friends about the weapons he was carrying, and those boys snitched on him later on and the police were called. He was of course charged with the possession of firearm on school grounds and possession of concealed weapon and possession of a firearm by a minor. So apparently in one snapshot, back then Mojang had used crowdsourced translations, so if you had changed the language to Afrikaans, a language used in South Africa, the single player option would read as "You are an N-word." So Minecraft had become a rated R title in South Korea because it uses Xbox Live accounts, which are only available to players over the age of 19. This was due to a law that was introduced to the country back in 2011 that prohibited minors from playing games between midnight and 6 a.m. And rather than using a really complicated system of like verifying identifications to make sure minors aren't playing, Microsoft simply changed their Korean policy to only allow players over the age of 19 to have an Xbox Live account. And this became an issue obviously because kids love Minecraft and you had to be 19 to have an Xbox Live account. Now apparently, Microsoft told games industry, quote, "We are proceeding with the global migration of Mojang accounts to Microsoft accounts for Minecraft Java Edition, including for our players in South Korea. We are working on a longer-term solution for existing and new players under the age of 19 in South Korea, and we will have more to share on this later this year." Of course, this change has not gone well with the Korean players. There is a petition with over 15,000 signatures to reverse this change to allow players to play Minecraft without an Xbox Live account. And that is the end of this iceberg. Hopefully you have enjoyed this long video and maybe you learned a couple of things from this Mine Man video. So if you like what you saw, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later.